we went down the path of a knowledge graph, and I think, looking back, as we've seen more and more data get collected across all of our customer interactions, our graph has grown from, something that used to have 100 nodes and maybe 50,000 relationships to one that has almost 600 nodes and probably coming up to about 2 million edges. And so what does that mean? It means that every single time a customer is interacting with our platform, or in fact interacting with any of the humans that are powering our platform on the edge, salespeople, customer success, all of that data is going straight back into the graph. And for us, we've made this core thesis in that when we think about the feature, and we think about anything to do with the feature, a customer question, or when five customers come, when five features come together, the customer takes more time, or the things that you need a customer to do. If you're setting up a Stripe account, if the customer has added Stripe as a feature and you're setting up a Stripe account, you need 7 days to do that, for example. So all of these become attributes that are running as edges and relationships. And so for us, Hoshi, I think we're seeing the benefits of it now already. So one of the things that we launched last year is that now whenever you speak to one of our salespeople or customer success, every conversation, as like most companies, is recorded. Except in our case, it's not just recorded. Natasha is the sort of the synonym for our AI, listens to the conversation. And in real time, as she's listening to the conversation, we're using Azure's framework to convert it to text, but then it's going through our old processor to find out, okay, somebody just talked about this, that means order management, or somebody just talked about this, that means invoicing. And then the lines they spoke that relate to those are also getting added to the graph. So for us, the idea of bringing in what would otherwise have been disparate data into a graph of sorts is actually quite powerful, because what it's allowed us to do is take a human salesperson, a human project manager, a human product manager, a human customer success person, and actually bring collective insight across all of them. And then what we've just started doing a beta of 2 weeks ago, sort of using this data, is that now when a salesperson talks to, or a customer success person talks to a customer, the questions that they're asking, those questions are coming from the knowledge graph. Because we now have 10,000, 11,000 questions that sit on the graph where the features are related to each other. As the customer says something and the AI can say, oh, that's about order management, it basically kicks a whole work stream of questions that the salesperson can then ask. And what we're trying to do here is remove human variance, which ultimately is the real power of collecting any data source. Is either you remove variance or you make things faster.